Okay, so this is in the workbook, page 153. It's letter C. I think this is the last example in the text. You're supposed to write it in 3 parts, soprano, alto, tenor. And if you look at this closely, you probably can figure out that it's in E minor, because the first and last pitches in the bass are E. So what you're supposed to do is do the analysis and then write out fill in the other 2 voices. Okay, so anything that's blank is in root position. So this is going to be 1, E minor. We'll do the root position chords first since these are the easiest. This looks like 6. And if I make a mistake, unfortunately, no one's here to correct me, so hopefully I won't make too many bad mistakes. I'll probably look at this video later and be very embarrassed. Okay, first inversion chord, this is obviously a 1/6, E minor over G. Okay, this is a second inversion chord here. So if I go down a 5th from B, this looks like a 1/6/4, right? And as we learned in our last class, second inversion, 6/4, 1, it's a formula and a cadential and a cadence. It's a 5/1 cadence. So E minor over B, we can expect that this is probably going to be a 5 chord. It's root position, so this is B, and the sharp by itself indicates that we're raising up the leading tone, the 3rd above the bass, which is going to be the D sharp, the leading tone. So somewhere in there's going to have to be a D sharp, and that's just to remind us. I'm going to erase this and just put 5 here. Okay, but well, so that's just a reminder to raise the leading tone, the 3rd above the bass. Over here, this 6/4, we're going to raise up the interval that's a 6th above the bass. Here we have an F sharp, 6th above the bass. It's going to be D, again the leading tone, D sharp. So this is a second inversion 5. And the way I figured that out is the second inversion, so I just basically went down a 5th from the bass note. There's the root, the 3rd, the 5th is B, D, F sharp, actually B, D sharp, F sharp. So this is another example of a second inversion chord. In this case, this is a passing 6/4. You can see the bass is stepping up. Okay, so that's the whole analysis of this. And again, this slash means sharp. We're sharping the leading tone, the D sharp. And now I'm going to fill in the voices. I recommend that you always start with the soprano. If you have the bass, next you would do the soprano. If you have the soprano, then you would do the bass next. And what I'm going to strive for is contrary motion. So as much contrary motion as I possibly can have. In this case, I look at this, I see this, we're in 3 parts, this is going up. I'm going to try to make the soprano go the other direction. So maybe I'll start, let's see, I could put a B here. Now I'm kind of guessing, so I'm going to cross my fingers that this works out. The next one we need B, D, F sharp. Okay, I can see right away this maybe wasn't the best idea to start on B, unless I keep the B. Okay, well I'm going to keep a common tone then. All right, if you keep a common tone, you're safe, because obviously if this moves and this doesn't move, you don't have any worries of parallels. And then in the next one, well, I could double the, no, I could put an E, I could double the G. If I double the G, that's not too good. I could put another B, kind of a boring melody, but all right, I'm going to be boring for now. In the homework, again, the goal is not to be super exciting, but just to have, for academic purposes, I hate saying that, but for academic purposes, I'm going to try to go on the safe side. All right? Whoops, that's not safe. What am I doing? That's going down. obviously I should try to go the direction like I just said I would. So, oh, not good, because now you can see I could go up to C and double the C, in which case I'm going to have to leave out something. Well, or I could change this. All right, let's see if I can do this. All right, so I'm going to do a little leaping around here. Oh, that's not going to work either. That's a leap over fifth. I cannot leap up a third after that. I'm going to try to stick to the rules of the text. You could break them, but all right, how about this? Leap this here. Oh my gosh. All right. In this case, if I do this, the focal point is at the beginning. This is just a little short excerpt. I think this might be okay. Okay. So I have some contrary motion here. And I think now I could fill in the voices. Let's try this. This has to be a half note. All right. Well, yikes. I shouldn't have done this. Because now I'm stuck. Either I could have I have to put a G here. I can't put it down below. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I can. Let's do that. I'm going to put the altos down really low. Because I see this is coming down. Let's see if this works. Oh, this could be really embarrassing if I don't get this to work. Well, these guys would, if I want to have a D, these guys are going to have to leap up here. In which case he's going to have to step down. Well, this is not very good. The problem with this one is that if I do that, then I have a leap here and then another leap. Well, on the positive side, these leaps are part of a triad. On the negative, I am not resolving this leap correctly. But I don't have a lot of time. And plus, so it being Friday, I'm going to go ahead and continue. Okay. Here, I could put the tenors back down to, oh, you know what? I just realized something. The tenor's got to have to go down here. Sorry about that. This is soprano, alto, tenor. The tenor really should be, no, what am I saying? Tenor, take back. That's the alto. Okay. Okay. See, this is a little bit harder than I thought. Okay, this is going to have to be G. Because I made this so low, this has to be D sharp. Oh, that's not going to work. This cannot work. This is an augmented fifth. All right. Well, I'm going to have to change this. This isn't what I wanted to do. This isn't what I wanted to do, but I don't have a choice. Because of this D sharp here, got to change that. Otherwise, I have augmented interval. And then, one of the things about writing in, all right, I'm going to cheat a little bit. One of the things about writing in 3 parts is it's actually a little more challenging than writing in 4 parts, because you have fewer you have fewer voices to work with. And obviously you can see I got myself in a little bit of trouble there. But let's see if this works now. Okay. Here I have this is not going to work. This is the same issue as what I had before. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to change this melody a little bit in order to get the third in here. Unfortunately, it looks like I have an option of maybe do this, or I could, this is really bad because I have all these parallel thirds. Oh my God. Well, at least I didn't cross voices, but I don't really like what I see here at all. I don't want to, let me play this. This is what I have so far. All right, you may want to show the music as I play it.
Okay.
All right. So this is what I have so far. Oh, and I have that's D sharp there. Okay, it's not too bad. I don't really like the fact that this is so far away. But let me just, and I don't like the fact that I have so many parallel thirds. But on the positive side, I did manage to get a lot of some of the chords with all of the voices in them, such as this. Oh, this actually isn't a parallel third, this is a fourth. Okay. Basically what I did is as I worked this out, is again trying to get as much contrary motion as possible between the soprano and the bass. But as you could see, as I went through this, I had to cross out a lot of them because I was ending up with just the root and the fifth, and that obviously doesn't work. So I really want to have either the root and the third, the root by itself, or all three parts of the chord, not the root and the fifth. That just wouldn't work at all. So if you look through the chords, here's the root and the third. This one has everything. This one has everything. The root and the third, everything, everything, and then just a root here. This is kind of interesting. I chose just to make this go up because, and to just have the root alone. Otherwise, I would have to have this leap down to the G, which is again an augmented fifth. So that's no good. So I just ended on a single octave here. All right, let me play it one more time. I think I'm going to stop after this. Here's what it sounds like. All right. Thanks, Christina. I think you can turn it off now.